Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're really digging into a fascinating piece of ancient writing, Proverbs chapter 7.
Yeah, our sources frame it as the allure of vice, a father's urgent warning.
Exactly. It reads like this dramatic, almost tense story, but packed with these timeless lessons.
Absolutely.
So our mission today is basically to unpack this whole vivid narrative. We want to pull out the key insights.
And really get what it's telling us about temptation, choices,
Yeah.
consequences.
Right, because this isn't just some dusty old text. It feels like a pretty powerful guide for navigating some tricky parts of life.
Definitely still relevant.
Okay, so let's get into it.
A father's plea for wisdom.
It kicks off with this father's plea to his son. It feels really urgent, almost desperate.
It's intense.
He says, "My son, keep my words, store them within you. Like, hold on to them tightly."
Guard them like your most precious sight, like the apple of your eye. That's serious.
And then he says, "Tie them to your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart." It's not just casual advice, is it?
No, not at all. It's about making this wisdom part of your very being. Deep internalization.
He even compares wisdom to family. He says, "Call wisdom your sister. Call insight your closest family." Why make that connection so personal, so profound?
Well, I think that profound link really hammers home wisdom's role as, like, fundamental protection.
Okay.
It's not just a list of don'ts. It's meant to be woven into who you are, like a sister looking out for you.
Guiding you away from bad paths.
Exactly. And the father connects it immediately to protection. He says, if the son listens, these words will keep you from the seductive words of the adulterous woman.
From the path that leads to death.
Wow. Yeah, so that answers the question, really. Why is wisdom the first line of defense? Because it gives you that foresight, that discernment.
So you can spot the danger before you're even close to it.
Right. It lets you recognize those destructive paths way ahead of time.
Okay, so it's not just about avoiding bad things. It's about having that internal compass, that clarity to see trouble coming. And maybe this specific warning frames the whole story because it sets up the particular kind of pitfall the rest of the chapter illustrates, the really sneaky kind.
Precisely. The kind that looks appealing on the surface.
The observer and the naive.
So then the scene shifts.
Yeah.
It feels like a flashback, almost cinematic. You've got this older man watching from his window, his lattice window.
Yeah, looking down.
He sees these young guys hanging out below, laughing, carefree, aimless, just kind of milling about.
But then one catches his eye.
Yeah, and the description is blunt. Simple, naive, wandering without purpose.
And then it just says, he had no sense.
Oof. It's such a stark contrast to the carefree vibe just moments before.
Definitely.
Then the mood changes as this specific young man starts walking. He walks toward a certain part of the city, the Woman's Street.
Right, heading into a specific area.
The light dims, the sun sets, and shadows stretch over the path. He walks straight into the dark. The symbolism there is just heavy.
Oh, incredibly potent, isn't it? This part really shows vulnerability so powerfully.
He's not painted as evil or anything.
No, not at all. Just simple, without purpose. And that seems to be what makes him so open to, well, suggestion or danger.
So what is it about being aimless, being without purpose, or having no sense that makes someone just walk right into danger as things get darker?
That's the key question, right? It suggests that if you lack that internal direction, that core understanding or grounding.
They're just kind of drifting.
Exactly. You're exposed, vulnerable to whatever forces pop up, especially when the environment itself gets murky or unclear, like walking into literal and figurative darkness.
So it's less about what he actively does wrong at first and more about what he's lacking inside.
Yeah, that internal guidance system just isn't there.
Which, I guess, sets the stage perfectly for who shows up next.
The seductress and her tactics.
And right on cue.
The seductress appears, and the description is really vivid. She's dressed in layers of beauty, perfume, and deception.
It's all surface appeal.
Her eyes are sharp, her words smoother than oil. And she's not passive. She's constantly moving.
She moves like wind, never at home, always lurking.
Like a predator, yeah. Now in the streets, now in the square, now in the corner, always looking.
Always hunting, almost.
And her approach, it's not subtle. It's shocking, really. She grabs the young man by the arm, kisses him without invitation.
Wow, just like that.
And speaks as if she knows him. Total boundary crossing.
And then come the words, the manipulative part.
Right. She paints this picture, this fantasy of pleasure without cost, passion without consequence, secrecy without danger.
It's the ultimate sales pitch for something destructive, a masterclass in twisting reality.
So what are some of the specific words, the smooth, tempting lines she uses?
Okay, so she says things like, I've just come from the temple, I've fulfilled my vows today.
Whoa, starting with piety.
Exactly. Then, pure flattery. I've been looking for you. Making him feel special, chosen.
Ah, builds him up.
Then the luxury appeal. My bed is perfumed, my sheets are from Egypt. Painting this picture of indulgence.
Sounds very exotic and tempting.
And the kicker. Let's drink our fill of love until morning. My husband's away on a long journey.
The get-out-of-jail-free card. No consequences.
Precisely. What's so striking, and maybe a bit disturbing, is how well this ancient description nails the tactics of manipulation we still see, right?
Absolutely. It's timeless.
She mixes that piety, the flattery, the promise of luxury, and crucially, that illusion of freedom from any fallout because the husband's gone.
But the text warns us, doesn't it?
Oh, clearly. It says, behind her lipstick smile is a trap, hidden and deadly. It lays it right out there.
It's a blueprint for how deception works, playing on desire, playing on that hope that maybe just this once there won't be a catch. The inevitable outcome. The snare tightens.
And then inevitably.
The mood shifts again to the grim outcome. With persuasive words, she led him astray. With her smooth talk, she seduced him. It worked.
He fell for it.
And then we get these metaphors for his fate. They're incredibly potent, really stark.
Very visual.
He follows like an ox walking to the slaughter, just completely unaware.
Passive.
Like a deer stepping into a noose. Like a bird flying into a trap. And this part is chilling. Not knowing it will cost him his life.
That lack of awareness is the terrifying part.
Then there's this image. It feels almost violent. A sudden shot. An arrow pierces his side. It says it's a metaphor, but the pain is real.
Mm-hmm. That progression is chilling, isn't it? From the smooth talk that seemed so harmless
Right.
to being actively led astray, and then bam, these animal metaphors. An ox, a deer, a bird. Creatures caught, doomed.
It emphasizes how little control he has at this point.
And his complete lack of awareness, as you said. Not knowing it will cost him his life. Which raises the question, what are the real costs here?
Beyond just the literal, you mean?
Exactly. When someone steps into a trap like this, the cost isn't just, one specific bad event. It's the cost to your peace of mind, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Your future potential, maybe relationships get damaged or destroyed.
Loss of integrity, trust.
Yeah. It's a total derailment. It's not just a detour. It's often a crash. A huge cost to the life you could have had. The universal warning. A final plea.
Then the father's voice seems to rise again, but broader now. It's a passionate, universal warning.
It shifts perspective.
Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to my words. He's talking to everyone now, not just the one son.
Including us, the readers or listeners.
Do not let your heart turn to her ways. Do not stray into her path. It's a direct command.
And he gives the reason why it's so urgent.
Yeah, it's grim. For many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. This isn't a one-off tragedy.
It's happened countless times.
The imagery is stark, tombstones, countless, with names faded and forgotten. It paints a picture of widespread devastation.
Yeah, the cumulative effect.
And the final ultimate conclusion the text offers is just stark. Her house is a highway to the grave leading down to the chambers of death.
Wow. No mincing words there.
None at all.
And that shift you mentioned, from the specific story to this universal warning, that's so important, isn't it?
How so?
Well, it makes it clear this isn't just about one foolish young man or one specific type of temptation. It's a cautionary tale for all sons. For anyone, really.
About how this pattern repeats.
Exactly. About the cumulative devastation of following that kind of allure. And recognizing these patterns, the smooth talk, the hidden trap, the disastrous end.
That can help us avoid it.
Yeah, it can help us avoid not just this specific highway to the grave, but maybe any deceptive path that promises easy pleasure but leads to regret or destruction.
It's about learning to spot those red flags, maybe. Seeing past the attractive surface.
Absolutely. Understanding what that road actually looks like, despite the misleading signs.
Outro. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, the narrator, or the voice of the father, leaves us with this powerful final thought about two voices in life.
A fundamental choice.
One voice that promises the world and hides the knife, which is a pretty vivid image.
Definitely captures the deception.
And the other voice that calls you to wisdom, discipline, and life. The core message seems crystal clear. Choose the path of the wise. Remember the word.
Yeah, choose life, essentially. But the challenge for us living our lives day to day is actually discerning those two voices, right?
Especially because that first voice, the one hiding the knife, often sounds so much better in the moment.
Oh, absolutely. It plays right into our immediate desires, our impatience maybe. While the voice of wisdom,
Mm.
well, that often requires patience, discipline, looking long term.
Things that aren't always easy or instantly gratifying.
Not at all.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Where in your own life might that idea of temporary pleasure actually be a lure, a deceptive one?
Hmm.
Masking what the text calls a trap, hidden and deadly. Maybe leading down a path that metaphorically feels like that highway to the grave.
Sobering question.
And maybe thinking about how that deeper understanding of wisdom, of discipline, could actually empower you to make the choice that leads to real life.
Not just for the moment, but, for the long haul, something to really chew on.